Welcome back, everyone. Today we finally got the L9000 pulled into the shop, and we are starting the process of fixing it or ruining it. I don't know. We're gonna basically start painting stuff, not today, but so we're gonna paint stuff eventually, and we're gonna start by pulling everything off. We've got oil filter out right now. We've got the other filters coming, oil coming, so we're gonna change the fluids. We're gonna paint, so we're prepping for paint. We got some new lights, things like that. What else are we doing? There's a leak on the other side that we're fixing right now. The coolant leak, or?
Yeah, a couple little leaks, a couple drips. We gotta address a few things, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape.
So this is where the air box was, or air intake, whatever you want to call it. Oh, you can see where it's leaking. Well, that'll be easy, I think. Probably get a new elbow piece here.
Cut this clean or whatever, and then we could probably either add a zip or a hose clamp, or so you can see it's just not very tight. Might just need to be tightened. You can spin it in my hand. So
hey guys, just wanted to pop in quick, say if you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Also make sure you subscribe to see more. And I know a lot of people have asked, we do have some merch, shirts, stuff like that. Got a link in the description below if you guys want to buy that stuff. Back to it. So basically what we're working on right now is we're just ordering some parts for it. We've got these lights off. We're gonna get new ones for here. The one didn't quite work and they're just dated and old, so we're gonna get some updated looking stuff here. We've got these lights out. We're gonna try to find different headlights for it because these pretty much suck. And you can't see 5 feet past you can't even see past the hood, quite frankly, when you're in the truck. So we got those out, and we got to take this stuff out because we're gonna paint, so it's good to have it off anyways because we're gonna get a clean paint on here, or you know, so we don't have to just tape around it. We can get it all in there and whatnot, get it freshened up. I'm gonna work on taking the mirrors off next. Probably take this handle off the door. Just try to take anything off that we can so we don't have to tape around it. The less taping we can do, the better the paint's gonna look, and the better it's gonna last, so it doesn't have spots to chip off. One of the other things we got going on is new lights back here. I'm gonna get new marker lights for the box down here. We gotta fudge around with the beeper or something. We wanna put it on a switch so we can be quiet when we wanna be quiet. Yeah, pretty straightforward. We may need to have some brake work done. We may need to have an adjustment in the clutch or something or other, and it may need to have, what was the other thing I was talking about? I said something else. There's brakes, clutch, air to the rear. We'd like to run air to the rear back here, which that's not like a huge hurry or anything because we don't even have a trailer yet, but it is something we'd like to have done, is get air plumbed back here so we can run a tag trailer like a Towmaster T50 or the like, and pull a bigger excavator or something around. All right, quick update, YouTube land. We have got the mirrors off. We have got lights out, I think we said that. Got the mirrors off now. We've got the exhaust off. This is all different types of messed up. Colton's working on the last piece now, and we're about to drain the oil, get some fresh oil into it, and fresh filter. Now we're gonna give her a start up, see what she's all about with no muffler on it. Fortunately, the DOT makes us put a muffler on it. Otherwise, we'd leave it without a muffler, because that'd be better. So, we'll check back in a second once we get the oil change and we get this thing started. Well, that's about double. All right, oil's draining, and look at this. We've got 7.8 gallons, almost 8 gallons even in this thing. These are 5-gallon containers we just figured out, but we did her clean, you know? I'd say we didn't even make much of a mess. So what we are thinking about doing though, if you guys can see this, where it's coming out here, it's just a drain plug out the side. We've got the plug right here. What I'm thinking what we might do is actually put a valve on here or something that we can just dump it easy, or like a 90-degree elbow, because what happens when you got it like this is it just shoots out the side. Pretty much impossible to do without making a mess on the ground or on your hands or whatever, so kind of nice to have a 2-guy operation here, but it'd be nice to put a just 90-degree elbow, something, make it a little easier. So letting the oil drain, gonna get filters in, gonna get oil in, exhaust is off, gonna start her up. I'm gonna charge the battery on the camera first though, because she's deader than shit. All right, we're back another day here, guys. We are currently sanding stuff. You can see we got the door sanded. Little dusty still, we'll have to clean it off and whatnot, but it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna work on getting these like stripes here they had painted on, sanded out a little better. They're just a little rough. And then I'm gonna move on to the hood up here. And then we'll just keep moving on. We'll probably put the box up at some point and try to get the back side of the cab here a little bit, just some of these more important areas, or areas we can get. I'm not gonna worry about these divots as much in here, but coming along pretty well. We got the exhaust underneath done and the muffler done. Colton is doing an EGT probe right now. But you can see here, this is just a temporary for pulling it out and whatnot. But we do have the muffler on under there. And then that guy's gonna come up to our stack here. So on and so forth. So we'll just keep moving along at it here, and we'll keep updating you guys as we go. We've got parts coming, we've got lights coming, so those should be here next week at the latest. I've got LEDs for the back, and then we're also, if you guys have any recommendations, we're gonna try to get some strobe lights for it. The mirror up here had a big like beacon on top. I'm gonna try to get some smaller strobes that I can mount on the bottom, and then put some back here as well somewhere, just so we've got 360 vision of strobes somewhere on the truck, and then probably a couple in the grill or something up front too. So that is my plan as of now. There's the mailman. There's Dave. So we will get going here. All right, so here is the progress. I think we are pretty much there for this part anyways. Everything's sanded up really well. I gotta get, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but probably do it by hand. Right here, you can see some of the paint was chipping off the fiberglass. Just gonna have to basically try to get in there by hand. The sander won't get in there at that angle. So, gotta do that. Then we're gonna have to probably lift the box up here eventually and just do a little bit back here like I was saying. But the rest of the cab doors, up on the hood, everything on the hood, which is fiberglass, is pretty much good. I think we're gonna end up, we got Phillips here taking the grill off so we can get a clean paint up underneath this piece. I know these are kind of expensive and sometimes hard to come by, so if it's too hard to, if it's just as simple as taking these out, we'll take it off. Otherwise, I kind of want to try to leave it in place. I just don't want to break anything or risk something not going back together correctly. So I'm gonna take a little more time here and get some of these guys, some of the rock chips out, but it's coming together pretty well. looking a little different, that's for sure. So one of the other things we'll have to do is either wire wheel or sand, maybe sandblast the wheels, hubs, so we can get a decent coat of paint on those. And then up in here, I kind of wanted to do something about like that stuff, just rough it up a bit so we can get some paint on the frame, clean it up. It doesn't got to be perfect, but I'd like it to be pretty decent. Probably gonna end up having this truck for a few years and then retire it, or shop yard truck, I don't know, something. So it's older, but it's not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna try to make it look decent. So until next time, that is gonna end it for this video. Next week we'll have another video on this one, and the progress we make hopefully next week will be painting. So stick around for that. Make sure you are subscribed.